Alright, we've got a regular Brawl to drop a vert on. Double check it's a regular Brawl. Rhymescheme versus Phaze. Phaze is DesTrucTion. Okay, didn't realise that. Cool. Alright, Rhymeschemes. You're a waste of space, a talking disgrace. Won't handle my change of pace if we went from a walk to a race. Chalk in your face, they say if you're hot and you're great. There's a grave mix-up somewhere, they got their coffins misplaced. Cause the only time you'd be sick and plugged in is in a hospital, mate. If they say you're the sauce, you get dropped on a plate, gobbled with haste. If you married the hottest of babes, you won't be a prime mate if you devolve to an ape. You got no drive or ambition that got you engaged. There won't be a fire burning in you if you were a hearth caught up in flames. You're chosen, but dial full, you cause a mistake. Pull the Glock from the waist, cock it and spray. Gay Bukaki with one shot at 10 guys. The 9 will bust a shot in your face. Your raps are garbage, don't doubt me when I say evolve will be stale. My words ain't vain, you lose your stock. Market bitch, we'll see the collapse of Wall Street again. I'm gonna run through that last bar again. You're chosen, but dial full, you cause a mistake. Pull the Glock from my waist, cock it and spray. Gay Bukaki with one short of 10 guys. The 9 will bust a shot in your face. Your raps are garbage, don't doubt me when I say evolve would be stale. My words ain't vain, you lose your stock. Market bitch, we'll see the collapse of Wall Street again. Alright. First impressions, flow's fucking tight. I didn't actually really stop to take in any of what I was saying. I was just kind of trying to fucking skip through it and keep that flow and cadence going. And it's nice tight writing to a flow, especially that first section, that first rhyme scheme. It's nice. Alright, DesTrucTion. Slack will be a hard lump in your throat, it'll be stopping halfway. 24/7 been letting my strap ring, working round the clock, time to call it a day. Nah, I give bucks to anyone who want it, got bills to pay. Surviving hits from the gun, so there's something the shoddy can't say. Pop you in the Nina or keep the secret, no confidante. Keep a little nudge, and the looks of schemes going all over the place, getting shot in the face. Bar's truly unique, comes as a refreshment, that's only good thing you'll feel. I go to bed with 5 9s tucked in, and I don't even put kids to sleep. Truly unique, good thing you'll feel. Put kids to sleep. Good thing you'll feel, that's where it falls off. I go to bed with 5s 9s tucked in, and I even put kids to sleep. These lines will hit you through the net, fuck your bulletproof screen. Rhyme scheme ain't even considered by the public, your death will be unannounced, fag. I don't fuck around, fam. Could delay the shots to give you a run around, man. Just to put the tech on your stomach to see your insides, no ultrasound scan. Bitch arguing with Cosmo about his looks, hush up mister, cause compared to him, you're just uglier. Like Izzy Pop's face, but unfiltered. Sappy's trying to ring me with that big nose of his. That's a little bit forced as a play. Might work in your local accent, doesn't work for me. Show 'em the buzz comes quicker. Even if I stagger, I'm still quick to draw the line like a drunk gunslinger. Now the shot's got you pinned on the wall, hung up pictures, meaning you'll be dead with the medal. Chuck Schuldiner. Hung up pictures. Chuck Schuldiner. I had to quickly Google him. Death metal dude. Died of a brain hemorrhage. Cool. Flow, not as tight. Cadence, not as tight as Rhymeschemes. Rhymeschemes, nudge. Everybody keeps rhyming it with nudge. I always read it as nooge. Like send nooge. Alright, content wise. Alright. A waste of space, a talking disgrace, disrespectful but nothing clever, no wordplay shit going on yet. You're a waste of space, a talking disgrace, won't handle my change of pace if we went from a walk to a race. Bear with me, guys. Hay fever season down here in the southern hemisphere. A waste of space, talk and disgrace, won't handle my change of pace if we went from a walk to a race. Nothing really clever happening yet, flow's nice. Chalk in your face, if they say you're hot and you're great, it's a grave mix up somewhere, they got their coffins misplaced, because only time you'd be sick and plugged in is in a hospital, mate. Only time you'd be sick and plugged in is in a hospital, mate. Cool. If they say you're hot and you're great, there's a grave mix up somewhere, they got their coffins misplaced. Cool. Maybe takes a little long to get to the coffins misplaced punchline. A waste of space and talking disgrace, won't handle my change of pace if we went from a walk to a race. Not feeling it, kind of plain speech, nothing really clever going on there. I would have used one of the other ones as your opener and I would have buried that one in the middle. Always think of the shit sandwich technique. Bread, shit, bread. Okay. If you've got some shit filler, put it in the middle where people will forget it. Okay. Your opener is the audience's first impression of you, and the closer is the last taste they get in their mouth. And that works for each individual bar as well as the verse as a whole. So if you've got filler that's not as good, always try and bury it in the middle. Right, I'm back. Sorry, I just had to dip out to jerk off into a handful of hot sauce. Make a coffee. Alright, next bar. If they say you're the sauce, you get dropped on a plate, gobble with haste. If they say you're the sauce, you get dropped on a plate, gobble with haste. Yeah, okay. Sauce. If you married the hottest of babes, you won't be a prime mate if you devolve to an ape. Primate, devolve to an ape. That's okay. I like the concept more than I like the execution. I feel like maybe there was a cleaner way to do it. You've got no drive or ambition that got you engaged. There won't be a fire burning in you if you're a hearth caught up in flames. Is your opponent engaged to his missus? Is that a personal dig that I'm unfamiliar with the background story? I'll play it. You got no drive or ambition that got you engaged. There won't be a fire burning in you if you were a hearth caught up in flames. Again, I like the concept maybe more than I like the execution, but it's okay. You're chosen, butt dial full, you cause a mistake. Something about butt dial full is just a little bit corny and doesn't really roll off the tongue. Like even when I read it silently, it just doesn't flow that well. Pull the Glock from my waist, cock it and spray. Direct speech. Nothing really clever going on there. Gay Bukkake with one short of 10 guys. The 9 will bust a shot in your face. I like that. The imagery, I don't appreciate you making me think about fucking 9 guy fucking Bukkake fucking blow bang fucking scenes. But Bukkake one short of 10 guys, the 9 will bust a shot in your face. Yeah, it's a cool concept. I fuck with it. Your raps are garbage. Don't doubt me when I say evolve will be stale. Direct speech, there's nothing really clever going on there in terms of wordplay. My words ain't vain, you'd lose your stock market, bitch. Stock market, bitch. We'll see the collapse of Wall Street again. Okay, that's cool. My words ain't vain, you'd lose your stock market, bitch. We'll see the collapse of Wall Street again. Yeah, okay, that's alright. Moving on to DesTrucTion. Content wise, slug will be a hard lump in your throat, it'll be stopping halfway. Slug will be a hard lump in your throat, it'll be stopping halfway. Okay, so lump in your throat, you know, somebody who's nervous, uncomfortable, swallowing, versus the slug will physically be a hard lump in your throat when I shove the muzzle of the gun in your mouth and fucking fire straight down your trachea. 24/7, been letting the strap ring, working around the clock. 24/7, been letting the strap ring, working round the clock. Time to call it a day. Nah, I give bucks to anyone who want it. Got bills to pay. Bucks, guns, buckshot. Give it to anyone who want it. Got bills to pay. Surviving hits from the gun. That's something the shoddy can't say. Surviving hits from the gun. That's something the shoddy can't say. Are you calling him the shoddy? Is there some fucking nickname there I'm missing? Is there some new derogatory slang term that I'm fucking too old and decrepit to know? I'm not sure. Don't quite get the reference there, but I get that you don't generally survive shotgun blasts from close range, so okay. Pop you in the Nina or keep the secret. Cool. No confidante. Give a little nudge. And the looks of schemes goes all over the place, getting shot in the face. Rhymeschemes nudge. Schemes go all over the place when he's shot in the face. Yeah, it's cool. Bar's truly unique, comes as a refreshment. That's the only good thing you'll feel. I go to bed with 5s, 9s tucked in, and I didn't even put kids to sleep. Okay, 5s and 9s tucked in. I get that everybody lately, for some reason, is on this fucking trend of talking about 5s and 9s and then referring to like the ages of children. I'm not really fucking feeling that trend. It's like the connection is a little tenuous for me. But everyone's doing it. It's trending, so fucking whatever. Maybe I'm the fuckwit who's on the outside on this one. And I don't even put kids to sleep. These lines will hit you through the net. Fuck your bulletproof screen. These lines will hit you through the net. Fuck your bulletproof screen. I'm not sure if I'm overthinking your bars here for you. Bulletproof vests do work on the principle of a fibrous net that slows the passage of a bullet. So a bulletproof screen is either transparent perspex and it's just fucking all glass and it's thick enough to stop a bullet in laminated layers, or it is physically made of a net-like material. I'm not sure if I'm overthinking your bars there and giving you too much credit, but I'm kind of reading that into it. Rhyme scheme ain't even considered by the public. Your death will be unannounced, fag. I don't fuck around, fam. Could delay the shots to give you a runaround, man. I could delay the shots to give you the runaround. Just to put the tech on your stomach to see your insides in an ultrasound scan. Okay, so everything was building up to that. I'll put the tech on your stomach to see your insides. Ultrasound scan. That's cool. I fuck with that. Bitch arguing with Cosmo about his looks. Hush up, mister. Because compared to him, you're just uglier. Hush up, mister. You're just uglier. Hush up, mister. Just uglier. I can kinda see how you're trying to make that work. Doesn't work really well as text. Like Izzy Pop's face, but unfiltered. That made me laugh out loud on the first read. That's that kind of shit. It's just, it doesn't have to be super clever. It's just so fucking disrespectful. I like it. So if he's trying to ring me with that big noose nose, I fucking hate that. Forced play. Show him a buzz comes quicker. So if he's trying to ring me with that big noose of his, show him a buzz comes quicker. Ring, buzz. Are you trying to make a doorbell thing happen there? Are you trying to make a reference to a noose in a basketball net and talk about making a shot at the buzzer? I'm not sure what you're trying to say there. If you're trying to say something clever there, you needed to make it a little more obvious. make the connection a little bit cleaner. Even if I stagger, I'm still quick to draw the line, like a drunk gunslinger. Hush up, mister, just uglier, but unfiltered, buzz comes quicker, drunk gunslinger. I can see why you put drunk in there to, you know, keep with your multi-scheme. Quick to draw the line, gunslinger, that works. Even if I stagger, I'm still quick to draw the line, like a drunk gunslinger. I don't know, kind of falls up a little bit there. I appreciate that you've tried, but now the shot's got you pinned on the wall, hung up pictures. That's cool. Shots pinned on the wall, hung up pictures. Yeah, that's cool. Meaning you'll be dead with the middle Chuck Schuldiner. Chuck Schuldinger. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it, but you'll be dead with the middle. And then you finish with a reference to a dead death metal guy. Unfortunately, I did have to go and Google it. And anytime the audience has to go and fucking Google your punchline, you lose your impact, you know. But once you Google it, yeah, the punchline checks out. Alright, we've got a bit of a stylistic clash here. Rhymeschemes. Rhymeschemes nudge. Rhymeschemes send nouge. Flow is doing a lot of the heavy lifting for him. DesTrucTion. The flow is not as tight. Cadence isn't as tight. He's relying more on content. Relying more on punches and wordplay. So let's see if it works out for one of these guys. Waste of space, talking disgrace. Hand him a change of pace. If we went from a walk to a race, not really feeling that chalk in your face. They say you're hot and you're great. There's a grave mix up somewhere. They got their coffins misplaced. Takes a little while to get there, but I fuck with that. The only time you'd be sick and plugged in is in a hospital, mate. I like that. If they say you're the sauce, you get dropped on a plate, gobbled with haste, that's okay. If you married the hottest of babes, you won't be a prime mate if you devolve to an ape. Kind of messy, not really feeling that. Like I said, I like the concept better than I like the execution. You got no drive or ambition that got you engaged. There won't be a fire burning in you if you were a hearth caught up in flames. Again, I like the concept more than I like the execution, so between the two of them you kind of get a half point for each, so 1 point total. You're chosen, butt dial full, you cause a mistake. Nah, not liking that. Pull the Glock from my waist, cock it and spray, direct speech. Gay Bukaki with one short of 10 guys, the 9 will bust a shot in your face. Again, fuck you for making me picture it. But yeah, man, that's... yeah, it's disrespectful as fuck, you know. Your raps are garbage, don't doubt me when I say a bulb will be stale. My words ain't vain, you'd lose your stock market, bitch. We'll see the collapse of Wall Street again. Maybe if your opponent's name had something to do with Wall Street, that might make a little more sense. The connection might be a little more obvious, a little stronger. Lose your stock market, bitch. Lose your stock market, bitch. I fuck with the wordplay. Again, I kind of I fuck with the concept more than I fuck with the execution. The wordplay is nice, but the way you've delivered it, I'm sure there's a better way to do it. So we've got kind of 4 quotables there. We've got 4 quotables there, and most of that verse is delivered in a pretty fucking tight flow. Alright, DesTrucTion. Slug will be a hard lump in your slug will be a hard lump in your throat. It'll be stopping halfway. I wish you had said something there. You know, you'll be swallowing uncomfortably, or, you know, look at this fucker swallowing nervously or something, and then said, the slug will be a hard lump in your throat. You know? Like, I get the phrase lump in your throat, right? I get the phrase, but you haven't really given us a reason for why that phrase is there in this bar, why it applies to the situation and applies to your opponent. Hard lump in your throat, you're stopping halfway, 24/7, let my strap ring, working around the clock, time to call it a day. Nah, give bucks to anyone who want it, got bills to pay, that's okay. Surviving hits from the gun, that's something the shoddy can't say. Pop you on the Nina or keep the secret, no confidante. Give a little nudge and the looks of schemes, goes all over the place, getting shot in the face. Schemes all over the place when he's shot in the face, that's okay. Bar's unique, comes as a refreshment, only good thing you'll feel. Go to bed with 5 nines tucked in, I hadn't even put kids to sleep. Truly unique, put kids to sleep, bulletproof screen. Truly unique, good thing you'll feel, put kids to sleep, bulletproof screen. Fucking multis are really falling off here in places. Go to bed with 5 nines tucked in, I hadn't even put kids to sleep. I'm kind of in two minds about that, because personally I don't fuck with it, but I understand I'm a sample pool of one person, and a lot of people do seem to be fucking with that trend lately, so I don't know, I'm in two minds about that. I'm gonna fucking give you half a point for that, because every other cunt seems to be riding that train, even if I'm not. These lines will hit through the net, fuck your bulletproof screen. Again, there's an idea there could have been something there, but the execution is a little off. Rhyme scheme ain't even considered by the public, your death will be unannounced. A little bit disrespectful, but not really cleverly set up. I'm a fuck around fam, could delay the shots to give you a run around man. Again, there's an idea there, but the execution lets you down. Just to put the tech on your stomach to see your insides, no ultrasound scan. Boom, I fuck with that. Bitch arguing with Cosmo about his looks, hush up mister. Kind of funny, kind of personal, and I get the fucking inside joke. Because compared to him, you're just uglier, like Izzy Pop's face, but unfiltered. The multi's really off a bit there, and the fucking flow is going to shit, but Izzy Pop's face unfiltered, it made me laugh out loud, right? And if it makes you laugh out loud, it's a good bar. So if he's trying to ring me with that big nose of his, nah. Show him the buzz comes quicker, even if I stagger I'm still quick to draw like a drunk gunslinger. Almost works, but doesn't quite work for me. Now the shots you got pinned on the wall, hung up pictures, yeah, I like that. Meaning you'll be dead with the middle, Chuck Schuldiner. Maybe he's more famous than I fucking understand, but I had to fucking Google it. But, you know, once you Google it and you get the fucking joke, it checks out, it's quite tight. Okay, so there's 4 quotables, right? So there's 4 quotables from DesTrucTion that stand out for me. And there are 4 from Rhymeschemes that stand out for me, and his flow is definitely a lot fucking tighter. That tech to your stomach to see your insides, ultrasound scan. That's the line of the battle for me. I think that is the best punchline in the battle. Meaning you'll be dead with the middle, Chuck Schuldiner. If I hadn't had to Google him, if that was like a reference where I was like, fuck yeah, I get that. If I had immediately understood that in the moment, that would have been a haymaker too. So I feel like DesTrucTion's quotables are a little bit higher quality than Rhymeschemes' quotables were. DesTrucTion has brought the punchline of the battle with the tech to your stomach to see your insides ultrasound scan. But Rhymeschemes got a much tighter flow and cadence. It's a lot more readable. It's a lot smoother, a lot cleaner. Although there are areas here, if you married the hottest of babes, you won't be a prime mate if you devolve to an ape. There's stuff there that just, you know, it falls off a bit. But the multis stay tight. The Rhymescheme stays tight. Go figure. Rhymescheme stays tight. There are bits here you chosen but dial full, you cause a mistake that just don't fucking work at all. DesTrucTion's got a few of those himself. It's quite close. It's very close. I've got the same number of quotables. Rhymeschemes got a significantly better flow. I've got the same number of quotables, but DesTrucTion's got at least one quotable that is just a level up. But ultimately, he's only got that one punchline about the ultrasound that is up on the next tier, and the rest of them are only just a little bit better quality than Rhymeschemes punches. And he's got some here, like the only time you'd be sick and plugged in is in a hospital mate. Hospital mate is a little bit of a forced multi that would probably play a lot better as audio than it does on the page, but I think Rhymeschemes nudges it over the line for me. This is actually a very fucking close battle. It's a very close battle, and it's a very hard one to call. It's certainly not clean cut, fuck yeah, this guy wins, that guy got murdered. It's a lot closer than that. But yeah, I think Rhymeschemes nudges it for me. He just edges it out because I've got roughly the same number of quotables, roughly the same quality of quotables. DesTrucTion's got the punchline of the battle, but Rhymeschemes' flow and cadence is just so much fucking nicer than DesTrucTion's. DesTrucTion is just too wordy and a little bit inconsistent in the length of his lines, the length of syllable counts between multis. Rhymeschemes writes, you know, he writes in such a way that when you read it, you can hear the beat in your head. It's a lot cleaner, a lot more readable, a lot more rappable, and punchline quality is fairly even from the two of them. So yeah, Rhymeschemes gets it. He gets it on the basis of readability and it being cleaner and having a better cadence. There are certainly areas where it could be cleaner and more readable. If DesTrucTion had brought just a couple more haymakers like that tech on your stomach to see your insides in an ultrasound scan, if you brought another one or two haymakers like that, you would have taken it. But yeah, it's very close, very fucking close, hard one to call, but Rhymeschemes just edges it for me, and that's who gets my vote. Congrats.